Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a natural makeup look, like an everyday, and like it's nothing too hard. So if you see me looking over here, it's because that's where I have my mirror. And so let's get into the video. So first I'm going to be taking this Sephora Just Moisturizer. I tried it out. It's not too bad. Like, I like it. But I'm just going to be taking it. I'm going to be rubbing it in so I'm not crusty, you know. And then I like to put more around my nose because that's where I'm like dry and I don't want it to be looking crusty during the day. Next, I'm going to be taking this Tarte Rainforest by the Sea concealer. It's in the shade Tan. And so I'll just be applying this under my eyes, a little bit on my forehead, on my chin, Cupid's bow, and then just a little bit down my nose. And so then I will take a damp beauty blender. I already wet it. And I just like to go in and blend it out. And so I'm not going to be putting like too much on because I want it to be kind of like a natural look. And this isn't like the most full coverage concealer. So if you're looking for something more full coverage, I can do a video on that later. And so then I'll blend this half of my face out off camera. Alright, so now that that's all blended out, I'll be taking my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and I'll just be putting a little bit into the lid. So I'm just going to be taking the powder and then basically just stamping my beauty blender into it. And this is also a Real Technique sponge. I like it. And I'll just be putting it under my eye wherever I put the concealer. And I'm going to put a little bit of heavier amount because I'm going to wipe it away after. I'll be getting into the eyeshadow and then I'll wipe this off when I'm done. But actually I'm going to wipe off my like forehead area and then like over here I'm going to wipe this in a little bit more. But I'm going to be leaving the stuff underneath my eyes in case I have a little bit of fallout with my eyeshadow. So today I'm actually going to be reaching from two palettes. I'm going to use this Lorac Pro 3 palette. And then I'm also going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette. This palette's probably like my favorite. And I can do like more bold looks or just regular everyday looks. And so I'm going to start with the Lorac palette. And I'm going to be using the shade Canvas all over my lid just to brighten it up a little bit and even out, like, because I have some discoloration on my eyelids. But before I do that, I'm going to be taking this Lorac eyeshadow primer and I'm just going to be putting some on my finger like this. It's about like this color's consistency, and I'm going to just be putting it on my lid and I'm going to rub it in. Put a little much. I'm going to just use my finger and use some on the side. And then just put a little more. And I'll just do this off camera. I'm going to be taking this shade Canvas. It's this one right here on this regular Sephora base brush. So I'll just be putting that all over the lid. And if I need a little more up here, because there's a lot more discoloration when it gets up higher towards my brow bone. So now I'm going to be taking a Morphe M441 brush with the shade Cool Taupe in Terracotta. Just going to be mixing them together and tapping off the excess. I'm going to start with it on the outer corner of my eye and blend it inwards, making sure to not go too high. And I'm just using back and forth motions to kind of blend it in, and like when I get towards the outside, I'm kind of doing more of a circular motion. Just blending it back and forth. So next I'm going to be taking the shade Raw Sienna, which is this one right here, from the Modern Renaissance palette, on another Morphe M441 brush. I'm just going to be taking it, and I'm just going to be focusing it more on the outer corner of my eye, and then blending in a little bit, but not too much. Now I'm going to be taking just the same brush that I was just using, and I'm going to take Cypress Umber very lightly because I don't want to make this look too dark. And actually maybe I'll mix it with Warm Taupe to make it a little bit lighter. I'm going kind of light right now, just kind of blending it in a little bit. Just have that for the eye look. And so then now I'm going to be taking that same base brush that I was using, and I'm going to go into the shade Golden Ochre, and I'm going to be like kind of carving out where I want to put the shimmer shadow. I'm just going to be taking it on this brush, and you don't really have to pat this off because it's just like a lighter color. And you want to be kind of packing it and like patting it like this and going up towards your crease a little bit. And then I'm stopping about halfway because I don't want to get rid of too much of what I just did. And so now that that's done, I'm going to be taking the same blending brush that I was just using. And I'm just gonna kind of smoke out the outside a little bit. Not going too much into the inner corner of my eye because I don't want to mess up right there. Okay, so now that that's blended out, I'm going to be taking this Morphe M167 brush. It's just a little flat brush that I like to use. And before I put on the shimmer shade, I'm going to be taking some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to be spraying it onto the brush just to make the shimmer shade a little more pigmented and show up a little better. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Primavera right here, and I'm going to be packing that on my lid like so. And I'm not going to go too far out with it because I don't want to have like a big like shimmer mess on my lid. And I'm going to do more patting motions than like going back and forth because I just find that it helps the shadow show up better. So now that I did that, I'm just going to go up a little bit higher. But I don't want to go too high. So we're getting something like that. And then I'm also going to be taking a clean brush It's just, again, like one of the brushes from the Sephora collection that I got. And then I'm going to be taking Vermeer. And I'm not going to wet this one because I don't want it to show up too much. I just want it to lighten up the shimmer a little bit. And I'm going to be taking that more on the inner corner of my eye. Kind of blending it into the other shade that we just used. So it's not like super harsh. Seeing how it just kind of like goes into the more gold color. And then I'm just going to take the brush I used with Primavera. I'm going to dip into it a little bit, kind of blending the two together. Now I'm going to be taking that same blending brush I used, and I'm going to be taking the Lorac palette again with Just Cool taupe this time, right here. And I'm going to be putting that lightly on my outer corner and blending it in just so I can like seamlessly blend these two together. Now I'll be doing the other eye off camera. Alright, so I just wiped off my bake off camera and finished this eye. And I already did my eyebrows before I even started, because I just like doing my eyebrows before anything. And if you want an eyebrow tutorial, I can show you what I did to get this. I used the Anastasia Dip Brow. And I used in the shade Ebony. And then I also just used this spoolie from Sephora. It works pretty good. And then I also use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, also in the shade Ebony. And so now that I have my eyebrow, I wipe my bake off, I'm going to take this MAC Fix Plus and I'm just going to spritz my face. Not too much. Just to kind of give it like a little refresher. And so I'm going to take this Morphe M510 brush. And I'm also going to be taking this Anastasia Glow Kit. I'm taking the Sun Dipped one. And I'm going to be taking... I'm going to be taking this shade right here mixed with this shade. And I'm not going to be going too heavy because I just want it to be more of a natural look. Oh, that's not light enough. So I'm going to be taking Fix Plus Memory Springs. The thing I do have to say about the glow kits is sometimes they're a little too shimmery for me. So I don't wear them too often. Should we take this on the other side? Yes. My cat's just over there playing. I'm also going to be taking it on the tip of my nose. Create like a little cute little button nose effect. And I'm also going to be taking it right between my eyes, like the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going to be taking a little bit of this bronzed color right here. Just take this bronze and I'm just going to be putting it right here. I don't know why, but my camera cut out. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking this smaller little like smudge brush and I'm going to be putting this shade right here, this lighter shade. I'm going to be putting it on the inner corners. I'm also going to be taking this shade mixed with this shade and putting it on my brow bone. I'm also going to be taking this Morphe M43 brush. M433 brush I'm going to be blending with a little bit. And that's about done with my eyes and highlight. And I'm just going to be putting some mascara on. I'm using this Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And I'll just be doing this off camera so I don't mess up. Okay, so now that I just put like a little light layer of mascara on, okay, I'm just going to be taking my Urban Decay setting spray. And I'm just going to be setting my face. I almost forgot to do lipstick. I'm not doing a lipstick, I'm just going to do a gloss, but first I'm going to put some chapstick on. So my lips aren't crusty. I'm going to be taking this just little sample size by Buxom. Like, I've used it so much, like the label scratched off. It's Jessica. I don't actually think they have this in store right now. So, yeah. I'm just going to be going over here to do it. I'm just going to... It's just like a pretty kind of like pinkish color. The Buxom products usually also have like lip plumping in it, so you might feel a little bit of a tingle. I'm kind of used to it by now, so it doesn't really bother me. But just to keep that in mind if you ever wanted like a Buxom thing. I also have this full-size one out. It's April. It's also a really pretty, just pink shimmery shade. So that's all for this video, and this is the finished look. I hope you like it, and please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe down below. And I'll be making more videos soon, so keep watching and finish the look.